Okay friends, Jordan here, making a quick video for you. I wanted to help all those of you out that have kiddos and taking trips. Not lots of flying these days. Obviously we're more doing travel through the car, and if you've got kids like me, long car rides are hard to handle without some digital streaming. So I wanted to show you a setup that might be helpful to you, and I wanted to share that because I'm pretty excited about how it worked out for me. This vehicle that I'm in right now in all its glory just survived a trip with the kids, as you can tell by the stuffed animals and all the stuff strewn. But I wanted to show you everything in its normal habitat so it works. And I successfully completed a trip with the kids, and as you can see here, the TV is still streaming successfully. This is not a kid-friendly movie, but it's my dad-friendly movie. But yeah, I got a new Lincoln Navigator, and a nice vehicle, pretty standard stuff for most vehicles though. And I did not want to pay the extra $3,000 for in-headrest screens that could only play DVDs, and who has a DVD anymore, and also would only stream audio through the entire car audio. So as I'm driving, I'd have to listen to whatever kid-friendly movie was playing in the back. Also, those screens are very, very small compared to this 15-inch, almost 16-inch screen we have here. So let me get to it. What I did was, as you can see here, we do have an AC outlet. If you don't have an AC outlet, that's fine. There's plenty of adapters for the car, former cigarette lighter, car charger. And what I did was I wired the outlet to a three AC port plug, which is back stuffed here under the seat, zip tied it around, and really fit it back there so the kids wouldn't be able to touch it or kick it out of place. And then I thought to myself, how can I stream any movie, any show I could possibly want while driving in the car? I'm gonna pause this video here because it might not be appropriate for those that are watching here. Let's just pause right there. So anyways, how could I stream any video or show in the car as we're driving? And I thought about how we do that at home and thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to leverage my Apple TV here? And then I thought, well, how can I get the Apple TV to stream in the car for the kids to watch in the back? And I actually found this Lepau monitor on Amazon, and it has a mini HDMI cable right here that goes to a full HDMI cable in the back of the Apple TV, and then the power for the monitor is right here, and they're both plugged into that power cable that I talked to you before that's plugged into this outlet here. And then, well, how do you get internet? Well, there's a couple ways you could get internet. Obviously, you can see my center console screen here. This car actually comes with a Wi-Fi hotspot for free for 3 months, and then you got to pay for it, which I'm debating whether I spend the 20 bucks or so to pay for it. But that said, most phones these days, if you have the limitless data plan, also can have a hotspot. And you can easily set up, here, I'll back up here. I'll show you exactly what I did. So as I'm using the remote here, this is the Apple TV remote, very simple. Any 10-year-old can figure it out. You go to the settings, and if you go up to, let's see, actually down to network, you can select the Wi-Fi here. Obviously this is the hotspot for the car. And then something else that I did, because the sound was not loud enough from the monitor. The monitor does have speakers if you buy this Lepau monitor, but if you want a little bit better sound, especially driving in the car, if you back up, Apple TV actually does have Bluetooth capabilities. So I've got this old Bluetooth Jambox here. I've had it for probably 10 years, maybe a little less, but anyways, this is not plugged into the Apple TV. This is running Bluetooth wireless, so you can move it anywhere throughout the car. So that way people in the back, way in the back can hear, but people in the front don't have to hear. And it's just plugged into a USB port right here for power, right? So it can stream audio all day long. And then back to the Apple TV. Now, not only can I stream Disney Plus, which is what we were watching, but we have Hulu here, we have Netflix, we have Prime, and then we also have the Apple TV shows and music. So, wanted to show you this because those of you, again, that are friends or family or perfect strangers watching this, and you're trying to figure out how can we entertain our kids in the car as we're taking trips these days and not flying in planes, but not spend $3,000 more for the in seats rear entertainment that's really subpar at best with DVDs and not quality sound. Or you could buy iPads for your kids. I know some of you probably have, but my kids are probably still too young for an iPad, and that causes problems because a lot of my kids are motion sickness. They have motion sickness, and when you're looking at a screen and it's jostling around in the car, you tend to get a little bit more motion sick than if it's a stable screen like this. So this was my solution. So it's definitely a temporary solution, but it's a good one. And I say temporary because all of it can be unplugged and taken inside. So this Apple TV, if you look at it here, it's wired up. I bought extra HDMI and extra power cord, so I can actually take it back inside the house when we're back from the trip and plug it back into my TV and use it there. This monitor is actually on a cell phone mount. That's a magnetic mount on the back of the console here. This monitor can be taken off very easily once unplugged, and the cords can be pushed back in. And then the Jambox obviously is very portable as well. I did all of this for less than $400. So I think it was a wise investment, a good use of my time and research. I'm glad it worked, and it worked flawlessly. And I'm happy to help anybody who wants to comment or message me, direct message me and ask for more of the details of the models or the brands. But happy to help you guys. Hopefully you learned something here and can stream all the shows and music you want on those family road trips this summer. Have fun.